Reckless Paradise, everyone. I am your host, Marissa, and I'm here with my co-host, Dystro. Say hi.
Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. More like Happy Easter, everyone.
Woo!
Well, to those who celebrate it, of course. If you don't, well, happy Sunday. I hope everybody had a really promising weekend. I had a pretty good weekend, actually.
Yeah, I had a pretty good weekend. I was excited that I got today off. So,
Hell yeah, bro. So tonight, since it is Easter and we're just about to wrap up Easter for 2022, sadly, we decided we would discuss our own Easter traditions, like what we've done in the past for celebrating Easter and what we've done this year. So, how do you want to do this, Desha? Do you want to like just start talking about what you did today?
why? I guess so. So, um, well, first things first, I woke up at like 5 a.m. this morning, which that was not a good thing on my part, but I wish I could have gone back to sleep, but it is what it is. And didn't have like breakfast till like almost 9 o'clock, maybe, because my parents slept in and just sat around and just did nothing for like almost the entire day.
Really?
Because yeah, it was just we just didn't have anything planned. Like we didn't
Yeah.
like go out and do dinner, or go out and do lunch. We just had lunch and dinner here, and just no Easter egg hunts, no nothing. We
Damn.
just was just basic as hell.
Damn, I feel sad.
I mean, don't feel sad. It's just not a lot of my family is here in Florida, so we haven't like celebrated Easter with them in a while.
Great, you're from Tennessee.
Tennessee, you making fun of my Tennessee accent? I'll kick your. In the past, when I was living in Tennessee, um, like my family would do like Easter egg hunts, and we would have like this like huge dinner, not like a huge dinner, but like enough to feed like the people that was at the house.
Yeah.
And it was nice to like have the family around just to talk, be like, hey, like, how you doing? And it's like, I'm all right. And it's like, how your kids doing? It's like, they're all right. And they're a little pains in the necks right now, but they're all right. It's just just little simple things.
Right.
And well, 2 days ago on Friday, I had gotten my taxes done. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
And and then earlier today, my mom and my dad had to do theirs. And
Fun. That's a fun Easter.
well, they had my uncle Larry. He's a tech support guy. He used to work for Dell and stuff, and he's like very known in the tech industry. And
Right.
he was helping them out with like their tax stuff because my mom's like, I don't know any of this tax shit. And I'm like, me neither. But I was like, we used TurboTax. That's what.
Right.
So, and plus, it was like quick, easy, and painless.
Yeah. So
But
when you're talking about like your Easter egg hunt, so here's a little controversial question. What do you think is the best thing to get when it comes to an Easter egg hunt when it comes to the candy?
okay, so as a little kid, when I was a little kid, I would always think like, like if there was a golden egg, there would be some like maybe some like little like a $5 bill or like some little something in there for like, hey, like, okay, if you found the golden egg, here's like, $5 inside of it. Like to a kid, that's
Yeah.
but it's
That's
like,
like freaking the jackpot right there. Like, oh my
yeah,
god, $5.
winning the lotto, But like I would always think candy would probably be a better option. That or like a little note saying that like
You got a
you're
prize or something.
yeah, like wait till the end of the Easter egg hunt, bring this up to the front, you'll get a prize or something. That'd be freaking awesome.
That's what we did too.
But
Explain that after though. Like, what candy is the best though, in your opinion? Like for Easter, like what's the best candy to get?
um, I remember like getting those
Mm.
like. Do you remember those Krabby Patty gummies that they used to sell?
Yes. Mm,
I
yes.
I remember those. I remember those being in like one of the Easter eggs that I had that like one year, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And I ate it, and I'm like, "Oh, that's some good shit." So, and like sometimes like I think I bought like a whole bag of them for like Easter one year, and I had brought it to my classroom, and I think a lot of people enjoyed them because like half the bag was fucking gone.
Oh my god.
And I was like, "Holy crap!" And I was like, "I'm just gonna save the rest for myself. Just eat it when I
Uh,
get home. Just get a sugar high and just be like, pass down the bed like, uh, uh,
as we're doing this episode right now, I'm eating these Peeps that I got from my mom today,
Oh, Peeps
and
is another one.
they're cotton candy is now a lot. Okay, why do people trash on Peeps? What?
Peeps are
They're
good.
so good.
Peeps are good.
The best thing you should do is take graham crackers, right? Take chocolate, take a couple pieces of chocolate. You put the peep on top, you put it in the microwave. You want to talk about good. Oh my god. I'm eating
It's
cotton
like
candy peeps right now, and they're like really good. I've never had the cotton candy ones, and they're freaking good.
it's like the Peeps, like the chocolate covered bunnies. Like I remember those. The Krabby Patty,
The chili
gummy
bean.
jelly beans, yeah. Um, but it's like I remember like one year there was like there was some candy and some, and then it's like if you found a golden egg, it was just like there was like something little something inside and stuff. I think it was just like a whole bunch of candy like within like one egg. It was like little candies though,
Yeah.
but I was just like, okay. And I was just like, all right. And then like as I grew older, I was just like, okay, well, it's just like, what's so fun about Easter? It's like, okay, Easter egg hunt. I'm too old for that. It's just like other than
Candy.
I would, well, I mean, I was like, I would have the candy, but it's just like other than that, it's like that's it,
The thing
So
is with me, I'm such a massive like sweets fan. I love sweets. I'm like a big sweet tooth. I love my sweets. And my favorite thing about Easter, it's always been the freaking candy. Like you just never know what you're gonna get. But today I got a Visa card, a $50 Visa card, and I just ordered
yeah.
a Worthy shirt. And I put the rest of the money on my Amazon account for whenever I want to buy something. I'm thinking about buying a couple Weezer albums. I'm not sure yet.
You, it's funny when you were talking about candy. My mom usually gets me little something for Easter, some like a little like maybe like a chocolate covered rabbit or like some like little like Peeps or something. She totally forgot to do that this year.
Oh, really?
And she said she's like, I felt so bad. I'm like, Mom, it's okay. It's like there's I can always go buy my own Easter candy. And she's
When
like,
it's
but
50% off.
yeah, but she was just like, I just feel so bad, and my dad's like, babe, it's fine, it's okay. I think I can live without some Peeps. I was just
Oh,
like,
now like throwing that freaking low blow right there. I can live without my peeps. That's like that's like making someone feel bad to the max.
he wasn't like trying to make her feel bad, but it's just like she was just like, way rub it in, babe. It's just like,
Oh,
but
man.
I was just like. I was just like, Mom, I was like, it's okay. I was like, I can buy my own Easter candy. I could just get my sugar high whenever I want. It's like,
Yeah,
I
the
got my
candy's
own.
gonna be like what, like 70, 80% off tomorrow morning.
Oh, probably, yeah, because
You
it's
can
Easter
literally
Monday.
stock up for freaking 3 years if you wanted to.
It's like Easter Monday up in Canada tomorrow.
Oh, yeah,
So,
that's right. That's right.
So I
Mm.
mean, but it's like yeah, like I had some Easter traditions when I was younger, but it's like as I grew older, it's like I
Mm-hmm.
kind of grew away from those traditions. Like I used to do Easter egg hunts when I was a kid. That was cool. Like you just run outside to be like hey, like I got an egg, I got an egg. Oh, no, that's not an egg. Okay, that's an egg. It's just like you see how many eggs you got at the end, and then you'd be like, oh, cool, like a little thing inside, and it's just like sometimes like there were just nothing in there,
Oh
and
yeah.
I think some people like had like taken it out beforehand, or another kid had taken it out beforehand, and they're just like, I'm just gonna eat it, and I'm just gonna put it back down. And it's just like it's just like, oh shit, it's just like, damn. But
No, like because yeah, I mean I'm turning 20 in like less than 2 months, but because I have two little sisters, I can still share the joy of Easter. Like yeah, I'm a little old for the Easter egg hunts, but now that I'm older, I can help set out the eggs and stuff. So like I kind
right,
of like I like still being able to be involved in the holidays like Christmas and Easter and stuff like that. Um, sorry, I'm eating a peep.
Christmas is
um,
turn up.
Now today what we did, we had our Easter dinner last night because we were only supposed to have my sister's till noon today, which we did. We had our Easter dinner last night. We had lasagna. It was really, really good.
Of course.
I was eating leftovers tonight, and I'm probably gonna have leftovers again tomorrow. Um, and then this morning, I got up early. My dad apparently
Mhm.
had already set out the eggs outside, and I just did the rest that were left in the bag inside. We set out about 80 eggs, about 80. We bought a bag of
Wow.
120. We bought a bag of 120. We didn't use all of them, which was a big mistake because the egg hunt literally lasted 2 minutes.
Well, yeah, because they're gonna okay. It's like you get a vacuum and just.
So we did that, and obviously there was like notes in a few of the eggs for surprises. My dad gave him some cash for Easter too. I got some cash too actually, and
Nice.
we got my sisters they each got a pair of Crocs because they needed Crocs for summer. They each got a stuffed bunny. They got like a tornado battery operated bubble blowing kit,
Oh
and
wow.
we got jelly beans, and we got these squirt guns for summer, so we can have water gun fights in the summer up here.
When you were talking about the Crocs, it reminded me of that old lady, and she's like, and the guy's going like, "What are those?" And she goes, "These are my Crocs." I was like, "Oh my god, Crocs!" And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's because I used to wear Crocs as a kid. I don't wear them anymore."
I still wear them. I have a pair of black ones that I used to use for nursing, and I still use them to this day. And I honestly love them. They're like so easy to put on and take off. You can wear them in the water and shit like that.
It's like as soon as you get out of the water.
Anyways, so what was I going to say? So after we did that, we had breakfast this morning. We made homemade fried dough out of the bread dough that we had in the freezer. We had taken it out yesterday afternoon, I believe. We let it sit and unthaw. We put plastic wrap on the bowl to let it rise. The bread dough has to rise, and it was huge this morning. So we made homemade fried dough this morning. Man, it was freaking good. And then we just chilled out for the rest of the day until it was time to bring the girls home. Now, this is my first time celebrating Easter in 3 years because I haven't celebrated Easter since I was living with my mother. Um, which actually that year was fun. I did a lot of the setting up as well that year. Um,
Mm.
Usually we would get Easter baskets for Easter. This year was a little bit different because we were just trying to celebrate Easter a little bit different this year because we hadn't celebrated it in quite a while up here. Um,
Mm.
but usually we would get Easter baskets. Usually we'd have an Easter egg hunt like we always do. We'd have a big breakfast. We'd have a big dinner. Just this year we had our dinner the night before, which is fine. That still works. Um, what else? I remember one year when I was living in my old house in my hometown. Uh, we were doing the Easter egg hunt, and one of the eggs had like a note in it, whatever, and it had like a riddle on it. You had to figure it out to find your prize.
Oh god.
And it's like, what did it say? It's like, where do you dry your clothes or something like that. So I went out on the back patio. It was like at the time our house was like all like closed in and shit. The back patio, we had our dryer out there, and that's where my parents used to smoke because my parents are smokers. Uh, and so I opened the dryer, and there was a freaking soccer ball in there. I'm like, oh my god, I got a new soccer ball. That's just one thing. Like there were like other riddles too. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I do remember that one in particular. Like there's certain things from your childhood that happened to you that you'll never forget. That's like one thing that I remember from Easter. Another thing we used to do, I remember this very vividly. I think this was about 10 or 11 years ago was the last time I did this with my cousins. We used to go to my cousin's house in my hometown, obviously. And I think my cousin from Canada came down as well, and my aunt from Canada came down. We all had a big get together before Easter. And I think it might have been like a couple days before Easter or the day before Easter. And we would dye Easter eggs.
Mm.
Oh yeah, we got
See,
like New Year too. We did that on Thursday.
like I don't think I ever dyed or made Easter eggs because I think I can't remember who made them, but somebody in the family had made them, but like the day before, and then they had like placed them out and stuff, or when it was like like at school or something like that, like it was like Easter, like around that time or something. Like somebody had made them like the day before, and they just placed them like around like not the whole school, but just like in a little grass area, and just be like, okay, children, like just keep within this box, just keep within the box.
Hmm. Yeah, we did Easter eggs this year again. Well, actually, yeah, it's been a long time since I've dyed Easter eggs, so we did that this year with my sisters. We did that on Thursday when they came up, which was the day that I couldn't record, so we did it on Wednesday. But anyways, yeah, I remember one year, like I said, we were at my cousin's house. We were doing Easter eggs and stuff. I have pictures somewhere. Someone from my family has pictures on Facebook of us from like when we were kids doing the Easter eggs. Oh my god, have we grown up? My sister was in there too, because like, well, the middle child, we'll call her. She was in there because she was, around at the time. The other one, I don't even think she was born till later that year. So
Wow.
she wasn't in the picture yet. But man, we have grown. I really don't know what year them pictures are from. I'm gonna have to like look. Like obviously not right now because we're recording, but I'm gonna have to look. It's just I just like I still remember that very vividly. Just dying Easter eggs at my cousin's house, and all like our family would gather together and stuff like that. We'd have like I don't know if it was like lunch or like dinner or something. Like we'd all pitch in and bring stuff. It was just great.
Uh,
I miss them times so much.
it's funny that you say that about like pitching in and stuff because I think I remember like at my church at the time when I used to go, um, I like the whole church would have like a little like Easter like picnic lunch sort of thing.
Yeah.
And like they would have like Easter egg hunts and stuff like that, like little fun like little games and stuff like that. And then like some people would, like bring like homemade homemade tuna salad, or like like
Ugh.
some chili or some or
Ugh.
macaroni salad, or like potato salad or
Ugh.
yeah,
I
uh.
Ugh.
But it's like some people like, or they will make like homemade mac and cheese, or they'll bring hot dogs or something, just like for like a little luncheon. And it's like at the time, hey, it's free food. It's
Free
free food.
food. Fuck yeah.
And plus, like you get like Peeps or something like that. But okay, here's your little sugar high, kids. So like, all right, go run along now. It's just like, and like they
Oh
have like
man.
a little playground on the church grounds. So like when like kids were like, okay, we're just gonna go outside and play or something like that. They had like a swing set, they had a slide, they had like a little like a jungle gym sort of thing. Um, it was pretty cool. And then like
That is
the
cool.
whole building had like different or the whole area had like different like buildings and
Yeah.
stuff, like one for like the like for one for the pastor, like one for like a group of like Bible study next door down, and then the main church was in the middle. And after like like Sunday school or something like that, they would all gather in that main church. And if there was like a little like lunch or something like after that, um, um church gathering, I should say, they
Yeah.
would like meet in like a little like not back room, but like a huge part of like the building in the back. And there was like
Right.
behind that was like a softball field.
Oh my
So
god.
so yeah, there was like a softball field like right behind it because they would like do softball tournaments back there. So I was like, oh, all right, this church got everything.
Now, I never
But
really like went to church for Easter. I never went to church for that. Like I'm don't get me wrong, like I am like, I do how do I fucking word this shit? I don't go to church. I don't practice my religion, but I am religious. Like I'm Catholic. Like there we go. That's how I want to say it. Like we don't go to church. We don't practice a religion or anything like that. Like that kind of thing. Like I have a religion, but like I don't go to church. You know what I mean?
right.
But yeah, like man, I don't know. Like I'm trying to think of like other things that we used to do as kids for Easter. Like some years for dinner we would have ham. Some years we would have turkey. This year we had lasagna, which honestly, best decision ever right there. I love lasagna. I love pasta. My dad's Italian, so like he loves any Italian when it comes to like pasta and stuff like that. So we eat a lot of pasta in this house. A lot of spaghetti, a lot of goulash, Spanish rice, now
Whoa.
lasagna, homemade mac and
Whoa.
cheese, which is like my number one. Um, but yeah, what do you use for Easter dinner? Like, what is your main meal?
Well,
Like, from
well,
even though
funny you mentioned that. Well, for dinner tonight was like, oh God, I can't remember. Oh, for like dinner tonight was like chicken strips.
chicken strips, yes sir. Oh
It
man,
was chicken strips. It was chicken strips and like French fries. That was our dinner. But but hey, that's better than nothing. Um, but like past like dinners was like, oh God, I can't remember. It was like I think it was either ham or turkey, maybe.
yeah, it's like kind of like what we usually do, ham or turkey. But this year we had lasagna, just switch it up because we just had a turkey last month, I believe. It's like we're kind of turkeyed out.
It's not even November.
We usually have a turkey once a month. I'd say once every other month. I'm not even kidding. My dad loves turkey, and I
All
like it
right,
too.
good.
We usually take the leftover turkey and make turkey stew and stuff like that. Oh my god, it's so good. And you put it on homemade biscuits. Mm. Oh, it sounds good.
We
Now, when it comes to the candy, because like I never actually got to say what my favorite candy is. I'm a jelly bean person. I don't like the black licorice jelly beans.
Oh, I hate Jet Black Licorice too. Me too, sister.
Um, I like jelly beans. I like Peeps. I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for that because, like, oh, you're like, oh, Peeps belong in the trash. That's literally all I saw on Facebook today. Those freaking memes where they're like, oh, Peeps belong in the trash. I'm like, no, they don't. Give them to me. I'll eat them.
Yeah, it's like I love jelly beans. I love the Krabby Patty gummies. I love Peeps. It's like anything that's gonna give me joy, I'll eat it.
I like Kit Kats. Kit Kats are so freaking good.
And Hershey bars and stuff.
Yes. And Jolly Ranchers. I got some Jolly Ranchers today.
Now,
Um,
there was like Jolly Rancher gummies. Have you had those?
mm, that sounds good. I've had the Skittles gummies, but I've never had the Jolly Rancher gummies. I'm about to. look for those now.
Yeah, but yeah, it was just like different candies from. But when you mention goulash, oh, that hits me right in the spot. Mm-mm. Mm. I love me some
Gosh.
goulash.
I'm trying to think like what else I would get for candy. Like it really depended on the year. Like some years you get more jelly beans than chocolate. And well, every year you get chocolate bunny. I personally am not crazy for the chocolate bunnies. Don't hate on me, people. I'm not crazy for them. It's too much chocolate in one sitting, in my opinion. That chocolate would be good for s'mores though. Like that's usually what I do. I'd save any of the chocolate I didn't eat from Easter for s'mores for the summer. Because we usually have like campfires out here in the summer.
Right.
So like yeah, I'm not crazy for chocolate bunnies. It's too much chocolate in one sitting. And my sister's the same way. She'll get sick if she eats too much chocolate in one sitting. But oh,
Mm.
another thing I used to get was Sour Patch Kids because those were my favorite. Mm.
Sour Patch Kids, sour, sweet, gone.
I freaking love them things. My dad likes them too. Oh my god. Like they're just like the perfect amount of sour. Like they're not too strong, like overpowering to the point it hurts your tongue. And they're
It's
not
not
like
like
too dull. Like they're just right there. It's perfect.
it's not like Warhead levels. It's just
Oh.
like it's like make sure your lips work. It's just
Warheads are so bad. They literally put a label on the freaking on the
bad.
packaging. Yeah.
That's
It's
just it's
always
like that tells
like
you it's
pretty
bad.
as it can hurt your tongue.
Like there was a guy on Smosh, like quick little story. He used to eat warheads as a kid, and like he would try to like he would eat like some like malic acid stuff, like,
Ew.
and like he would just not taste it at all. But then when the other people taste it, they're like, oh, oh God, they're just like dying inside. He's just like, I don't know what's wrong with me.
He's
his friend,
not normal. That's what's wrong.
he's like, his friend's like, you should feel bad and you should just feel really bad. He's like, I don't know what you want from me.
Oh man. Um, I honestly, I think the best thing about Easter is that, especially now that like we're kind of in the light part of the pandemic, is that people are finally getting out to see their families. Like finally, Canadians can cross over and come to the US and vice versa. We can go over there now too. And I think that's the nice thing about it in 2022 is that we're finally starting to see the light at the end of this tunnel we call the pandemic. And honestly, it's just great, like the atmosphere is a better place, everybody's in a better mood, especially now that spring. Well, we're getting a snowstorm in about 2 days from this recording, but uh but yeah, like I really love Easter. It's a nice fresh breath of air, we'll say, uh into spring. It's like a big old jump into the pool of spring kind of thing. And I love it. It gets me excited for what's to come for the rest of the year, especially considering my birthday is in less than 2 months, which is like in June, right towards the beginning of summer. So we'll be doing a birthday episode because my birthday's on a Sunday. Ooh.
Oh God.
Oh boy, I'm gonna be sharing some memories. I'm turning the big 2-0 this year, so we'll be definitely doing it up.
Memories.
But yeah, Easter is just a really nice holiday, don't you think?
Yeah, it's very very nice to like have family over and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it's just it's nice to see like what the future holds. So,
Yeah, it's like a breath of fresh air in the spring, like it's like, okay, we're finally getting out of winter. Well, unless you're a New Yorker, you know what I'm talking about.
mhm.
We're finally getting out of winter, going into spring. Summer's just around the corner. 4th of July is coming up. Life's good. Like that's how I think of it. Life is good. Life is what you make of it. And Easter is just a really good way to just really jump into spring with both feet, you know?
Yeah.
I've always loved Easter, even since I was a kid. I still love Easter, if you couldn't already tell. We decorated the house with Easter bunny stuffed animals that I've had for years. We don't fuck around with that Easter grass shit, though. That shit is like, ugh, messy.
Yeah, I
Messy.
don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
Yeah, we don't even bother with it. But we do decorate the house with like these, the plastic eggs and the Easter bunnies. And I have a basket now, so like I'm gonna use that for next year because I got a basket from my mom today. Um, so yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we went a half hour just
Hey,
talking about
listen, I
Easter.
think this might be my favorite episode we've done so far. I'm like ecstatic about this episode. This literally came out of my ass, this episode topic. This literally came out of my ass. Like, I like pulled this out of the hat in my
Like a
ass.
rabbit out of a hat.
Like, I literally just pulled this literally out of nowhere. I'm like, okay, let's do an Easter episode. My favorite episode. I feel the vibes, I'm in the groove, I'm ready. I'm
Just
good.
chilling.
Oh, man. So, if you have stuck to the end, I appreciate it, and we applaud you for that. So Thursday's episode. Let me pull up my schedule here. Thursday's episode, we are doing Let's Talk ACDC edition. Now, ACDC, literally one of the most biggest, iconic rock groups of all time. This is going to be an episode, so you won't want to miss it. So please stick around for Thursday's episode. Let's talk ACDC. Are you ready, Dystro?
I'm ready.
I can just see him playing air guitar over there. So that will be Thursday, April 21st, exclusively on YouTube. Well, I don't know if I should say exclusively anymore because we're kind of permanently sticking to YouTube now.
Yeah, let's just say only on
Only
YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah. I will not reveal Sunday's episode yet, a week from today. I will not reveal that until our next episode. So, well, that's
Mystery.
about. I might try to get a guest on that episode for Sunday next week. I'm not 100% sure. Depends on if said guest is available, which they usually are. He's pretty cool, kind of cute. But anyways, uh,
Yep.
anyways, so thank you for sticking around to the end. We hope you guys enjoy this episode, and yeah, happy Easter, everyone.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys on Thursday. Thanks for listening.
Bye.